Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where I am currently feeling the itch of expansion here, and I would really love to be able to make the argument that we should attack Aragon right now. It's a really good time to attack Aragon. Unfortunately, Italy is allied with them. I don't really want to fight Italy in their current state. So who are they enemies with? Revolutionary Switzerland, Revolutionary Portugal, Riga, Syria, Maya, of course. Yeah, sure. I don't know. We'd have to transport over quite a lot of forces, and our navy isn't built up yet. So I'm going to make the argument that we should probably wait. Which is a dicey argument, because we have less than 10 years left. I'm not sure there'll be an opportunity. We'll see. However, as I've said before, I'm interested in playing the game out as if there isn't an end game, because it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? In terms of, like, actual national leadership, the game doesn't end in 1821 if you're actually leading these nations. It does for us, but I don't think we should play as if it does. So we're going to proceed forward here, and we're just going to be looking for an opportunity to fight Aragon. That opportunity does not currently exist, and Aragon will likely recover over the next little while. So that is good to know. We're going to grab a dip tech here. Wonderful. And that also gives us a mission fulfilled, apparently. We've not really paid too close of attention to our missions. Trading for blood and guns, huh? Okay. Less than 3 technologies ahead. That'll be why. Okay. So we'll distribute 10 random development. That seems fine. An invasion fleet. Yes, we have that. Indeed. So that seems good. We have the event towards Europe happening. We have territory in Europe right now. So let's see. This is Iberian Windmill. So this would be holding provinces in Iberia. I wonder about Revolutionary Catalonia. We'll look at that in a moment. So this is provinces in France, and this is provinces in Britain. Yeah. So that's understood. I'm interested in potentially, hang on a moment. Revolutionary Catalonia doesn't actually have anything in terms of allies. Would France defend them? No, they would not. Okay, so we would need our fleet. We don't have a leader right now, and we don't have enough dip power to recruit an admiral. We're just going to have to sail on over. So that is an opportunity, and we're going to take it. The question is, when is that going to happen? We're going to gain the prestige here. We're at negative prestige. We would very much like to get our prestige up, no doubt about that. Let's check in on the status of manufactories. There are 4 to be made. Okay, we can't quite afford to make all 4. Revolutionary Commonwealth canceled the rights to military access they had. So that is not necessarily ideal. Okay, I think that we should probably improve relations with them again. There's only so much that we can improve, but that's understood. Okay, so our fleet is on its way in here, and we're going to stop these guys from drilling right now. Okay, a month tick has occurred, and are these grouping up in our capital? Yes, they are. Okay, that is fine for the moment. I'm not concerned about that. So, Revolutionary Catalonia over here. I want to declare this. And we're going to do it right now. All of our armies are no longer drilling, and that's definitely not what we want, but I do want to embark these guys, so we're going to attach to transport, and we're going to sail on up over to here. Now, these guys, I do want them to resume their drilling. So, with the exception of this army here, which is the 11th army, I want every single one of these to still be drilling. Okay, so it is this one that should be remaining, and the rest of these return to drill. Perfect, about like that. Then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to mothball our forts. Done. I don't expect to have any problem with them getting aggressive here. That should not be a thing. Okay, so we're in position here now, and it's 25 December. That's understood. We're going to move in over here. We don't have a lot of morale, but we will get a morale bump soon. Beautiful. So that looks very solid. And we're going to siege this fort down. It's only a level 1 fort, so it should go pretty quickly. It's already at 35%. And yeah, you can see here, Aragon definitely building their forces back up. That's understood. Okay, what do we have for boat recruitment? There's still quite a lot of that going on. Sounds good. So I do want to continue to build some manufactories if we can. There's not good ones. I guess that's fine. Siege of Tarragona is over. We'll come back to that. I want to spend this money first. So we've got a couple of counting houses. And then beyond that, we could definitely work on town halls, which seems reasonably fine. So we're going to move in and attack Revolutionary Catalonia here. We should stack wipe that army, no problem. And this fort will fall eventually. So at this point, they're offering us peace. And we definitely don't accept that. I was going to say we don't decline that. That's not true. We actually do decline that. And at this point, I'm going to move this force back to Satuda. And I'm interested in potentially, emphasis on potentially, recruiting another army for this area. I'm going to do it. So we're going to recruit a unit of Westernized Central American infantry. We're also going to want to put in a few conscription centers. So we're going to get a couple of those going. We are definitely going to need additional force, or rather force limit. There we go. It's called force limit in this game, right? Yeah, land force limit. Cool. So that looks good. Let's set an agenda. And what agenda do we want here? Base tax in Satuda. A university in Higui, that's pretty free. That's not terrible, actually. Or a manufactory for a base production. I'm going to take the manufactory for the base production, and that will be fine. So that'll mean building a naval equipment manufactory here, which will have enough to do, like, right now. There we go. Cool. So that sounds good. So we have this force here, and we are going to recruit another general, and this guy is going to cost us upkeep. That's understood. So we're going to get this army drilling, and now what I want to do is I want to recruit up our infantry. Possibly only our infantry. Okay, looks like we can also fit in cavalry for now. So we'll come to that, or come back to that once we have gold. We'll get 2 additional cavalry here. There we go. And that's our land force limit, at least for now. We're going to need to get a couple of these buildings finished, so these 2 conscription centers will help matters. It's not going to completely solve it. So additional conscription centers are probably going to be necessary. And this siege will be over very shortly. Choo-choo indeed. Cool. So I'm going to get a couple more conscription centers going here. There we go. And now if we take a look at this, we can see we're at 484 out of 485. It's going to need to be a little bit more than that, for sure. But I want to start queuing up these flying batteries. So we're going to queue up 5 of them and another 5. We need a grand total of 20, I believe, if I recall correctly. So that's going to put us at 504 out of 485. Noted. For the moment, that's probably okay. So we're going to finish up conscription centers starting fairly soon, and we'll see where we're at once we finish these. We don't have time for that. Cool. So this siege is going to stop very, very soon. There we go. We are done with that. So now we want to just take this territory. Wonderful. How much AE is that? 37.5? But no one cares, so that looks good. So that is now ours. We're just kind of picking up scraps over here at this point, and that's fine. We're very pleased with that. So eventually France is going to be somewhat upset with us. Yeah, we should improve relations with France. Okay, so we're going to do that. That looks good. We do need to get both of these converted, and they're quite expensive to convert, but I actually don't mind that. That's okay. Although we should core them first, shouldn't we? We definitely should convert them, or core them first. That is certainly a thing that we should do. I'm going to cancel both of these. There we go. And we need to core these. This one can't be cored yet. So we might want to convert Urgel. This is going to be done in 11 September 1817. This is going to be done in 14 months, which should be before then. So that sounds good. We'll get that going. Excellent. So that looks great, and this army down over here is, of course... Okay, the fleet effort, the fleet has declined, sure. I don't know about that. We built it up pretty significantly, but we do still need some additional ships coming in here. So that looks fine. Okay, so what is our current income? 423. Okay, that's a lot of income. That is an insane amount of income, to the point where I'm wondering if maybe we should relax our manufacturing threshold down to like 0.25. I'm thinking that may not be a bad idea. So blood sacrifice, we do this gladly. We got some admin power out of that. We can probably grab an admin tech fairly soon, right? We are ahead of time in our admin tech, but we can get that capped very, very soon. Lose prestige, 100 diplomatic power, or a stability. I mean, we're going to lose the prestige anyway. So we're going to say ruthless. Me? Never going to happen. Okay. So we're going to get that admin tech eventually. That's understood. Who controls this? Castile? Yeah, okay. So we just had a succession occur. That's understood. And one of our armies stopped drilling. That would be this one. Okay, so our ruler was the leader here. That's fine. We can re-put him in there, and let's get back to drilling. Excellent. So that is magnificent. Now, I want to take a quick peek. Where are we at here? 504 out of 496. Okay. So do we have any conscription centers still on the way in? I see 1, 2. I see 2. Okay, so that's going to be an additional 4, plus a little bit. So we can maybe get 1 additional conscription center coming in here. That sounds good. So we'll do 1 there. That should be enough, I think. And then we'll continue to work on some of these manufactories for now. We'll continue to seize any opportunity to expand over here that we see, like potentially revolutionary Algiers down here. That's actually a very good opportunity. To that end, we're going to need to bring our fleet back again. I brought it back over here to pick up some of these additional forces that were coming in. We lost a general up over this way. That's fine. We'll recruit up a new one and get you back to drilling. Okay. So we have additional forces coming in over here. How long until all of these navies are done building? Okay, it's going to be a while. We lost another stability. Noted. Okay, so I'm going to send our navy on over at this time. They're going to go pick up this army. So that looks good. I want to just snap up revolutionary Algiers here. That'll be absolutely wonderful for us. So that looks good. I do want to continue to build manufactories. Like I said, we're relaxing this down to 0.25, which means that literally every manufactory here is something we want to build. So that looks good. So we're just waiting on our navy to arrive over here. I'm going to stop drilling this force. Yes, they're still pretty green, but that's okay. We just lost this military leader. Noted. We'll roll up a new one. And there we go. Excellent. So our navy will be arriving over here very soon. And now we can grab this admin tech, which I'm going to do. That production efficiency will be great, further boosting our income, which is currently only 232. Okay, that's probably due to our fleet maintenance, is my guess. Either way, it doesn't really matter. So we're going to attach to transport, and we're going to sail out to the Barbary coast. So now that we've arrived here, I want to go after revolutionary Algiers. No one will help them, and so we're just going to steal this. We have no reason not to. So that looks good. At this point, of course, we need to make sure that every single one of these are still drilling. So we'll get all of those going, and we'll re-mothball our forts too once we get this completed. Okay. The way that the tooltip floats over here makes it kind of awkward, but whatever. It's fine. Okay. So we're going to hop into the military tab here, mothball all forts. There we go. And now we just need to arrive here. Perfect. So these guys, I want them to come in here. So in we come. They're trying to run away, but they're not going to succeed. Actually, they are going to succeed. Never mind. We could gain an innovativeness. I'm not sure there's a reason to, but I'm also not sure there's a reason not to. So that sounds good. I wonder why it said that they weren't going to make it away from that, because it took us a long time to get there. Okay, it really doesn't matter. So we're at 71% on this siege already. This is a level 2 fort and a level 1 fort. So we should have very little issue with getting this siege down. And that's wonderful. Okay, so there's one of those sieges done. Let's go eliminate their army. This should not be a problem at all. Very, very simple army elimination. And now this siege will occur. Cool. So we're going to make this into a core once this is cored. Oh, wow, that sieged immediately. Okay, beautiful. So we're just going to take the territory then. So 26.5 aggressive expansion. That looks fine. Glorious victory indeed. Do we want to get another army down here now? The answer is, I mean, yes, but also no, because we just don't have the land force limit to do that. So that is understood. We can get provinces converted, but why would we do that? When we have overextension, we're going to work on coring. So that looks good. We had another stability drop because we had another succession. Wild. Okay, that was very, very, very rapid. Noted. Is the game trying to put us into internal conflicts again? Maybe. At any rate, we have expanded our European holdings a fair amount, and we can continue doing this nearly indefinitely, as long as we can bounce France and the Commonwealth off of each other, and just not really have to fight either of them. We can continue to snap up these little guys, like these down here, Revolutionary Tlemcen, would probably be a good one to go after. We can grab them and Revolutionary Morocco. Well, actually, Revolutionary Morocco's out over here at the same time. And we can just continue to snap up these little guys over time, right? Obviously, the game's going to end very soon. But that would be the long-term plan. Ah, this fort is currently not mothballed. Mothball it. Thank you. So that looks good. I'm a little concerned about our stability being at 0 right now. That is definitely not great, but I do want to continue to work on building these manufactories. So that looks phenomenal for the moment, and we're just waiting for 46 admin power, which we have now. Beautiful. So we're going to get that core going. Absolutely wonderful. And we're going to continue to work on these manufactories as we have the money. So I want to just get all of these built. We could do a sale of titles, and that's an interesting option, actually. I'm going to do that just to get these manufactories going faster, because we're going to run out of time eventually, right? So that seems fine. We'll get a bunch of these going, and now all of the remaining manufactories are on this first screen. I'm wondering, can we build any furnaces? Actually, we can, in Kosovo. And we need 1 more gold to do that? Do it. Building furnaces is incredibly valuable. How long does it take to build a furnace? Where did that go in here? It's definitely in here somewhere. I don't actually see it. I guess we could come over to Kosovo, out over here, and just take a look here. So this is going to be done after the end of the game. Okay, sure. That's fine. That is fine. Excellent. I do want to get through all of these manufactory constructions. That would be really good. And also building a bunch of counting houses. That'll be good too. So we'll get going on that. I'm not sure how much more expansion we'll do at this time. We're probably primarily going to be looking to, well, just seize opportunities. I'm not looking for any big wars over in Europe right now. We could grab a trade idea, and that's a diplomatic idea. We're not maxed on our dip tech, so I don't think we should do that. We maybe should, however, focus on diplomatic tech right now. Ooh, 22,000, or rather 2,200 ducats. I would love 22,000. Alas, we do not get 22,000 ducats. But we do get a number of these manufactories done. That's beautiful. And Tarragona is now considered a core. So we want to make Urgel up here into a core, and we want to start converting Tarragona. Now, it's expensive, but that is absolutely understood. So that looks great. We've got a bunch of buildings under construction at this point, and we want to continue to build these manufactories. Portuguese Brazil, so discontent. Hilarious. That seems wonderful. And yeah, I'm mostly interested right now in upping our diptech. I want to check over here. Are we done building boats? Yes. Yes, we are. Okay, so I want to bring these on over to join in with the rest of our navy. We can also seize land, which is a good thing to do. Yep, all that looks good. Fantastic. Beautiful. So let's get these manufactories completed. Just waiting on this next month tick. There we go. We're currently making 260 gold per month. That's definitely down. A request for military access from revolutionary Portugal, who's at war with Aragon. And Italy is currently occupied by revolutionary Venice. This is interesting. We can absolutely coattail Aragon right now. So Italy would not be involved in this. We need to think about what exactly we'd be interested in taking. We'd take this up over here for sure. This is occupied by revolutionary Portugal. They would probably take that. But we could maybe take this chunk up here, as well as this down here. So I would embark these guys, sail them over here. Yeah, cancel the drilling. So we come on over this way. Sunni zealots in Tunis, hilarious. And at this point, we know that our second fleet that we sent over to join up with them, which is currently here, is going to want to join up in Zuwara now. Okay, so that seems relatively fine. I'm just wondering right now. So Aragon's forces are currently heavily committed to invading revolutionary Portugal. So what this would end up meaning, if we check in here, we see 192k and no manpower. This is 100k. So that's interesting, for sure. This is the Revolutionary Commonwealth up here. Aragon no longer controls anything out over this way, except for this. I think this is it. I think this is our opportunity. If we can. Would France defend them? Defender of the Faith? No, they wouldn't, right? Yeah, they wouldn't. So I think we have to declare this right now while we have the opportunity. We're going to go for a reconquest CB, probably. Core return on all of this. Goes back to Tunis, I believe. Yeah. So that would all go back to Tunis. That's easy enough. So let's go ahead and declare this with a core return CB. Okay, so a bunch of armies are currently considered needed for war. I'm going to keep these forts up, for sure. So we declared a coattail war there. We're going to invade out over here. This army probably wants to come and invade down here, which we can just walk to. This army is probably not currently involved, but I'm going to move to Knights of the Old Re, and that's fine. We're now going to invade Tatooine over here. So this is a good opportunity for us to attack Aragon. No doubt about that. The real question is, how angry is France going to be about that? Aggressive expansion is going to be a thing. So that's fine. But we're basically at time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to prosecute this war, and the game is going to end very shortly. So next episode should be the final episode, and we'll see what we're able to get out of this. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy Magar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Hiro Marutsu, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. I definitely messed up my outro there. I've been out of town for a day, and apparently that messes up the flow. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.